Bonjour et bienvenue. Welcome to a tutorial by Madame Carole. Aujourd'hui, on parle du subjonctif rapidement. We're going to do speed subjunctive today. And so I highly encourage you to go visit the channel of Madame Schmidt. She has done two very in-depth videos on when to use subjunctive and forming it with both regular verbs and irregular verbs. That is going to be all of that information in this very quick video. So, let's get started. Are you in the mood for a subjunctive? I sure hope so. Que savons-nous? Il faut. Ça veut dire it is necessary. Vous le savez. C'est des français deux. Il faut, c'est toujours avec infinitif. It is necessary to do something. Il faut plus infinitif. Ça applique à tout le monde. Yes, applies to everyone, not just one person, not just a group of people, but everyone in the entire world. It is necessary to do this. Il faut protéger l'environnement. Yeah? It is necessary to protect the environment. I'm not talking to a person or about a group of people. I'm just saying, in general, il faut protéger l'environnement. Il ne faut pas laisser des déchets. In translation, using il ne faut pas in the negative gets a little gray with saying it is necessary to not leave trash. Or we can say in English, to litter. Il ne faut pas laisser des déchets. It is necessary to not litter. Il faut faire les devoirs. En général, pour tout le monde. Même toi. Il faut faire les devoirs. Il ne faut pas rater les examens. En général, ça applique à tout le monde. Il ne faut pas rater les examens. It is necessary to not fail your exams. Okay, so what else could there possibly be? Oh, bonne question. Qu'est-ce que c'est que ce subjonctif? Bien. It is a mood and not a tense. So I have this little table for you here. There are some tenses that we have not yet learned, but this is kind of a general overview of French. So we have indicative, which is most of what you've learned thus far in your schooling. Présent, futur simple, passé composé, imparfait. The indicative is fact, things that are happening, that will happen, that did happen, that were happening. Conditionnel is actually its own mood, right? So it's conditional on something else, of I would do something if something. So you have conditionnel présent and conditionnel passé. Ça, c'est français 4. Et puis, le subjonctif. So you have subjonctif présent, passé, imparfait. We're just going to focus on subjonctif présent aujourd'hui. Yeah? So present subjunctive. So it's a mood, not necessarily a tense. Subjunctive is odd. It's odd because we don't use it very often in English, but it is also odd because it shows obligation, desire, and doubt. If you have a phrase that is showing obligation, desire, or doubt, so for instance, it is necessary shows obligation, we are going to use the subjunctive after our que. So instead of using il faut plus infinitif, we're going to use il faut que plus change of subject. You must change your subject. Il faut que, it is necessary that I. It is necessary that you. It is necessary that he. It is necessary that she. It is necessary that we. It is necessary that you will. It is necessary that they. On utilise il faut que plus un changement de sujet. Hein? Comment peut-on former le subjonctif? So how do we form this subjunctive? Les verbes réguliers. So I'm going to teach you a way to form subjunctive that many textbooks have not yet caught on. And that is, if you follow these rules, there are only 9 irregulars. What? De rien. So, how do we form subjunctive with there only being 9 irregulars? So first, trouver la base. You need to find your stem. Awesome. But madame, how do I do that? Où est votre sujet? You have to first decide where is the subject that you're trying to conjugate it to. Is it in the boot? Je, tu, il, elle, on, il, elle pluriel? Or, mais, nous et vous? If your subject is in the boot, dans la chaussure, je, tu, il, elle, on, il, elle pluriel, prenez la forme d'il au présent, enlevez ENT. C'est tout. So if your subject is je, tu, il, elle, on, il, elle pluriel, you need to take the indicative form, that regular present tense that we've been practicing for almost 3 years. Il, take off your ENT, and there's your base. There's your stem. For, nous and vous. Prenez la forme de nous au présent indicatif. Enlevez ONS. C'est tout. All you gotta do, find your indicative present tense, again, what we've been practicing forever and ever and ever. Take that new form, take off ONS, and then you'll add your endings. That's it. To find your stem, right? So, in your notes, if you're following along not with notes, you can write these down in your notes. We're going to talk about some regular verbs and some irregular present tense indicative, but regular subjunctive. So, les verbes réguliers en ER. Par exemple, parler. Il part. For our subjects, je, tu, il, elle, on, il, elle, pluriel. Take the il present indicative form. Il part. Take off the ENT. There's your stem. Nous partons. Take off your ONS. Part. Les verbes réguliers en IR, par exemple, maigrir. Ils maigrissent. N'oubliez jamais ISS pour les verbes IR. Bien, ils maigrissent. Nous maigrissons. Maigrissent, maigrissent. Prendre. Ils prennent. Ah, ça c'est irrégulier, oui, au présent indicatif. Ils prennent. Take off that ENT. Nous prenons. Take off that ONS, and it is prun. So, at this point, you might have saying, Madame, for parler and maigrir, the stems are the same. Yes, however, it is not that way for every verb. Again, if you learn subjunctive, that if your subject is in your boot, you take the il pluriel form, take off ENT. If your subject is nous or vous, go to the new form, take off ONS. You will have it right every single time. Deuxième, c'est comme dormir, sortir, partir, mentir, servir, etc. Ils dorment, hein, pas de is, non. Ils dorment, ONT. Nous dormons, ONS, dorment, dorment. Les verbes réguliers en RE, par exemple, attendre. Ils attendent, nous attendons, attends, attends. Mais regarde, recevoir, c'est un verbe irrégulier au présent indicatif. Ils reçoivent. Take off that ENT, reçoivent. Nous recevons, take off the ONS, reçoivent. Huh? Again, if you follow this rule every single time, you will be right 99% of your time. Cependant, however, we know that there are exceptions to every rule. Les bases irréguliers. We do have some irregular stems. So, for example, faire, pouvoir, savoir, vouloir, aller, valoir, and falloir are all irregular stems. Yeah? You notice that faire, pouvoir, savoir, vouloir, and aller are high, are verbs that are used a lot in the language, which is one of the reasons why they're always irregular. So for faire, again, in the boot, your stem is face. Nous and vous, face. C'est la même chose, assez facile, bien. Pouvoir, dans la chaussure, puisse. Nous, vous, puisse. Savoir, chaussure, sache. Nous, vous, sache. Assez facile. Yeah? However, vouloir, aller, and valoir have two stems. So, dans la chaussure, pour vouloir, c'est vaille. Pour nous et vous, voule. Aller, dans la chaussure, c'est aille. Mais nous, vous, al. Et valoir, dans la chaussure, c'est vaille. Nous et vous, c'est val. Et pour falloir, il n'y a qu'une forme. Sais-tu? Just one form. Il faille. It may be necessary. Oui, ça vient. So these are 7 verbs that have irregular stems, but they're still going to use the same endings. Et puis, ajouter les terminaisons. E, ES, E, IONS, IOZ, ONT. C'est-tu? We do have 2 that are always irregular. Notre super irrégulier, c'est être et these forms to be memorized. C'est la mémorisation. Pour être, c'est je sois, tu sois, il soit, elle soit, on soit, nous soyons, vous soyez, il soit, elle soit. Pour avoir, c'est j'ai, tu es, il est, elle est, on est, nous ayons, vous ayez, ils aient, elles aient. Voilà, ça c'est le subjonctif. Et n'oubliez jamais, quand est-ce qu'on utilise le subjonctif? There are always 3 indicators when we use the subjunctive. there is a verb phrase in the indicative, right, regular old present tense, expressing obligation, desire, or doubt. Thus far, we've been using il faut, de, que. You must have que to tie the two clauses together. And then a subject change, right? So, il faut que je fasse mes devoirs. Hein? Il faut que nous allions au supermarché. Yeah? The following verb will always be in the subjunctive. So, that was my rapide. C'est mon subjonctif rapide. I hope it helped you. Just a quick overview of the subjunctive. Again, if you need a little bit more with the subjunctive, I highly encourage you to go visit Madame Schmidt's channel. She has some great videos there with him. Merci bien et au revoir!